Okay, this is the last video. So we're just going to finish up looking at the cafe, breaking it down into the product lines, do a target profit calculation, and then prove that target profit does in fact give us a 15% margin. So we're going to go for that again. Our break-even units are back here on this tab, right? And then our price, you can go to a couple places to get that, but I'll stick with the reference in task 4, P20. There it is again. Okay, and then you just multiply this out. That is your break-even sales, right? And that, if you want to confirm that, is back here. Break-even sales, yes. Okay, so that's what that is. And so what we're doing here is we're just using the sales mix to figure out what the sales would be. Let's anchor this down, and we can pull that across. And there's the same total, right? So put a sum equals C10 through E10 in there to get that. All right, now just multiply these out. Sorry, we're divide to get the quantity. So we had dollars and these prices. So this is total dollars, this is the price. So this gives us the number of units that we have to sell in order to reach this break-even point. Okay, so it just gives us a rough idea at that sales mix what those quantities would have to be. And then here's our contribution margin ratio. Remember, that's fixed. So let me show you where it came from. That was this 30% based on our actual activity, and it's also the same percent at break even, right? It's constant, it's fixed. And primarily because these are fixed on a per unit basis. Okay. So let's assume we want to have a profit margin of 15% on the bottom. So if that's the case, fixed costs can't be any more than 15. Let me explain. So if this is 30, you want to have 15 here, then this can't be any more than 15 because this is subtracted from this to get this number. Okay, so I'm kind of backing and enforcing what fixed costs have to be as a percent of sales. So then I can take the fixed costs. Let me run this out so you can see how it's done. Take the fixed costs and you divide by that rate, maximum fixed costs in the structure. That's what sales would have to be in order for you to make 15% profit margin. All right, so let's see what that looks like in terms of dollars. We're going to anchor that. Okay, so let's anchor that F19. Good, across. Sum. And then divide again, so it's dollars divided by price will give us units. So look, units have to pretty much double in order for us to work. Doesn't seem very likely. So the margin of safety, let's do it in dollars, would be the target margin minus the break-even sales volume. Dollars. Those are all dollars there. Let's get a sum going. Make sure. And then this is a check to make sure, yes, they're the same. You can calculate that by taking the target minus the break even. Okay, same answer. Okay, now here, let's get our current sales. Go over to task 4, that was this number. You could also get it on task 5. That's where we're on. And then this is what we have to increase sales by. So this is the target now, and this sales. So we have to increase by that, which is huge percentage increase. So if you divide 33 by 50, 31 there, you get an 87% increase. That'd be really difficult to do. We have to double almost all of our volumes. Near impossible at this point, at least in terms of, well, 1 year, maybe in 5 years we can get there, right? So that's where you got to think about it. All right, this is just a proof. So we're going to grab the, we're going to take 5A18, which is target sales, and we're going to divide by the target price to get the target quantity, weighted average quantity. So let's go get that target sales divided by the target price, which is right there. So we'll just grab it. Yep. Okay. So that's how huge that number gets. Look, that's what I said, break even point. That's break even. Okay. This is where we are right now in 2019. So to be able to make that 15% margin on the bottom here, we'd have to sell a lot more units. All right. I let this all go. I let it roll because you've done it once. To get these answers right here, You just multiply through and look, that number is in fact the same as this number right here, right? And that's what you're proving, is that that level of sales does in fact generate a 15% profit margin, and it does. Okay, so that brings you to the end of the assignment. I hope you were able to get through that okay. I know the video kind of is struggling a little bit. There's a lot of people on the web. Do the best we can. Hopefully just watching how it comes together and having these green boxes walking you through it as well will help you get there. Let me know if you have any questions.